Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be, going through the tutorial for the beginners chess. So generally, as a rule of thumb, first you have to control the center. So d4, and they could control the center back with b5. These four squares are very important in controlling the whole game. They would play maybe some knight f. We would play knight f3. Controlling the center. So what is development? Development is using all your minor, the knight, the bishop, this knight, this bishop, to have a stronghold over the center. They would respond with knight f6. We could play, c4. Having this, like, sort of, they take, it's sort of queen's pawn opening. If you take the pawn, we have a strong center. So black would have no reason why to take the pawn. And generally, black would play e6 supporting that. Knight c3, maybe c6 can be played, supporting that pawn again, the semi-slab defense. E3 is further supporting the structure, maybe like bishop d6. We could play bishop d3, just sort of, making the sort of these waiting moves, not yet making a trade. This is the opening phase. E4, now the center blasts open. D takes e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4. That was a massive trade. And now the center is blasted open. And now the, f5 can be played. This is called an active piece, guys. As you can see, it threatens the bishop to move. So maybe if you play bishop, your bishop has to move the way to c2. Then again, b6, threatening, c5. All of this, look at black's dynamic play. And the white cannot respond with like 5 with 5, so you have to castle. And will get his queen into the way, like queen c7, aiming for that battle down the h2 square. But we could now play c5. And after b takes c5, d takes c5, bishop takes c5 can be played, has to be played in fact. And we play bishop b3, threatening an attack on the king if the pawn is basically pinned to the king. Knight a6, threatening to get in and wreak some havoc on the white's structure. Queen e2, again putting further pressure on that small sad e6 pawn. Again, bishop b6 can be played, a sort of waiting move. Literally black has no other good move. Again, bishop e3, getting your other bishop into the game, asking a trade. But this trade is sort of beneficial for white, a small benefit. So this knight will jump in, and maybe, um, you can have some a sort of exchange here. But white chooses not to go for it, and rook ac1. um, they go back to knight to d5. So after this, I will just make the moves and you guys watch. After bishop c5, maybe knight f4, maybe, threatening the queen. The queen goes to go to d2, attacking, going over there. Maybe rook d8. Now, as you can see, black has made a small mistake, and because of that, it's going to cost him badly. Because now the queen is sort of exposed right now. Because after bishop takes b6, a takes b6, rook takes c6. Um, so obviously now, queen can take the rook, but that's losing because checkmate right now, because queen takes d8 is checkmate after a couple of moves. That's why you shouldn't take that. After that, they could play, rook takes d2, rook takes e7, and some rook d6 ideas to guard all of this. And then white responds by going g3. Now it's white's turn to be active. Now black has the retreat to knight to d5, rook to d1, defending that with bishop d7, knight e5, getting this knight into the structure. Um, a lot of waiting moves are played. So that's how we transition.